The offensive front, though, just wasn't ready. They was getting pushed into his lap. They got dominated, just like if you think about the 2 Super Bowl losses, Michael mentioned it. The Buccaneers dominated them up front. The offensive line looked like a shell of itself.
Yep.
And here we are again, the same thing. Offensive line looks like a shell of himself. You can never get the quarterback comfortable if he's running around for his life. The one time he ran around, I was like, man, just slide on the ground. He was running around for, I don't know, 10 seconds back there.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, if you don't just slide down.
He was trying to make something happen.
Yeah, but at that point, though, you hold on to the ball, what's going to happen is you're going to get hit upside your head.
Right.
And that's going to be a whole nother conversation for next year. So, you know, defensively, they just dominated them. They took Kelsey out of the game for the most part, and the other guys couldn't get going at all. Dick Fangio wasn't worried about them. If I can get pressure from my front, I don't need to bring anybody from the back end. The back end can just sit back there and hold things up and keep things in front of them, and that's what they were doing. And again, teams that throw the football a lot, even though he only threw it 32 times, he had 2 interceptions and a lost fumble and 6 sacks. You can't win football games throwing the ball all over the lot. I don't care who you are. It just doesn't happen.
Paul, one more wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't so much about what Kansas City didn't do. I'm giving all the credit to Philly. I mean, this is the team we said who they were all year long. I remember, I think in probably week 9 or 10, we're like, this is probably the best overall team.
Well, I said that on my big list.
Yeah, this is the best overall team. And we were like, when you look back at Kansas City's season, yeah, they won a lot of games, but they was treading on thin ice all year long. And all of that caught up to them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It all caught up to them.
Caught up is a good word.
You know what I'm saying? Like the offensive line. And Patrick Mahomes kind of hid their weaknesses because they were winning. So we didn't talk about it a lot. But this team had a lot of flaws, and they're going to go into this offseason and they're going to have to revamp the team, especially up front. And I don't know what else other moves they can make. I don't know, what they can do offensively to get better. But
well, they got Rashee Rice coming back.
And that's going to help. But what Paul's talking about, and I also concur with that, is they've been taking away talent from Patrick Mahomes every year until they're looking for the bottom. Okay, what's the bottom we can hit and still get us there? I think we found the bottom.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the bottom. Every year we come in here, we talk about giving Lamar Jackson some more help, giving Jalen Hurts some more help. But we never talk about giving this man anybody. We just keep taking bodies from him and finding bodies off the scrap heap. We found the bottom now. Now you got to stop and start adding people on. Why did they not go after Saquon Barkley? Why didn't they go after Derrick Henry? Because they said, we got Patrick Mahomes. We don't need any of that. But you keep letting those other teams stack pile talent. The man can only do so much.